OtisWho Music. OtisWho Music. OtisWho Music.
Ain't nobody coming to see you, Otis.
Hey. This is the OtisWho podcast. Thank you for tuning in to another episode of the OtisWho podcast. I am your gracious and lovely host, OtisWho.
Ain't nobody coming to see you, Otis.
Yes. It is hump day. It feels like I haven't been here in a while. Well, maybe because that's true. But hey, we'll talk about that later. What's going on, people? I missed you. I promise I have. I missed you, but I've been busy. I've been taking care of some things. The ship has left the dock. What's going on? Peace to everyone. For real, I missed you. I'm chilling. I've been having a productive week. Yes, I have been having a very productive week. We're going to talk about it. We're going to see what's going on with you guys. Hopefully you've been taking care of some business. Hopefully you have. But you know how I do. You know how I start all my podcasts. Oh, but hold on, I'm moving too fast. Let me relax. A woosah moment. Woosah. I just got through. I know that's what I'm forgetting. I know what it is, even though I don't need it anyway. My damn cup of coffee. I knew I was missing something. We're going to be all right. But come on to the room. Thank you for tuning in. Please relax. Hit the like button. Please, as you come in, hit the like button. I appreciate it. Hit the subscribe button. If you're not a subscriber, please hit the subscribe button. Also, you see above my head the my social media icons. Please follow, like, or whatever it asks you to do. I have no idea. Help a boy out.
Got him!
So with that being said, what else we got going on? I do want to discuss some things. I've been getting a lot of emails over the last few days, which I kind of suspected that, which is fine. And I want to touch on some things to help clear up the air and to also help you guys out, period. So I'm going to get into that in a minute, so just bear with me. You know what I do. Let's get right into our song. I can't start my show. I can't without playing this song. It motivates me every time I get up in the morning while I'm in TMI, but I'm telling you anyway. Every morning when I get up, I'm going in the restroom, and while I'm washing my face and brushing my teeth and doing God knows what else, I'm playing this song, and it's on repeat until I'm done with my whole morning routine. Just so you know, TMI. Here we go. Enjoy it with me.
It ain't gonna work. The weapon may come, but it ain't gonna work. The weapon may fall, but it ain't gonna work. No, no. No weapon formed against me shall prosper. It won't work. No weapon formed against me shall prosper. No, it won't, no, it won't. It won't work. I want you to know God will do what He said He's gonna do. He will stand by His word. He will come through. No weapon formed against you. It may try, but it won't, it can't harm you. It won't work.
Yes. Again, thank you guys for tuning in to another episode of the OtisWho podcast. I appreciate you being here with me. I really, really do. Of course, by the title, you know who my guest is going to be later on in about a half an hour or so. But in the meantime, I'm going to try to hold your attention until he gets here. I don't know what he's going to talk about, but he always has something to discuss. You know how the guest is. And of course, by the way, the guest is Lamont, a.k.a. Thomas Legacy. He always has some jewels or two that he can throw upon us. But in the meantime, I would like to go over some things that I've been getting in the email lately that I could clear up for you guys, for those that need the clarity. When I talk about, and it's regarding trust, when I talk about the trust, of course, there are several different types of trust, different structure types of trust. I mainly discuss the 508c18 trust, which is under, because I don't want to get anyone confused at all. I don't want to give out any wrong information. And before I go any further, I see you guys in the chat. I see you. Thank you guys for commenting. I see you. Thank you. The one trust that I mainly talk about 85% of the time, with 95% of the time, is the 508c18 trust. Okay, that's what I always talk about. But I also talk about the living revocable trust. Now, let me stress the main two differences between the two, because a lot of people were taking what I was saying, and I apologize if I didn't make it clear that when I was talking about the 508c18 trust, I was talking about the living trust. No, those are two different trust structures, two totally different trust structures. And please, I'm begging you, don't take my word for it. Do your own research. It's out there. But here are the basics. First of all, I'm not going to go over all the 508c1 points because I have a video already on that. Please go back to my previous video to go over all the details. I break it down all the way. I break it down so you won't be confused at all. I believe that's in the members only, but the members only is only $5.99. Trust me, it's worth it. Go over there, watch the video. I break it down. With that being said, you can only hold in that trust, which is an irrevocable trust, which means once you put something in it, once you put your treasuries in there, you can't, in theory, get it out. You have to go through a process to get it out, but it's irrevocable. Once you put it in theory, you can't pull it out. You have to go through a process. And also, too, you can only hold 2 positions at one time. And you cannot be the beneficiary and the trustee at the same time. You cannot. That will void the trust and they could penetrate it. It will be null and void. And that's the most important part. Well, 2 important parts. 1, it's irrevocable. And 2, you cannot, I repeat, you cannot be the trustee and the beneficiary at the same time. It null and voids the trust. They can then penetrate it. That's very important. The other trust, the living revocable trust, that baby there is beautiful as well, but it's beautiful in its own right. They're both are powerful. One is not, in theory, more powerful than the other. One can't do what the other one do in most situations, but they're both powerful. One main reason. With the living trust, number 1, it's revocable. So anything you put in, you could take it out. That's number 1. Number 2, which is one of the most important ones, and please do your research. Don't take my word for this. Do your research. Number 2, you can hold all 3 positions, which is the grantor / settler, or the trustee and the beneficiary. You can hold all 3 positions at one time in this living revocable trust. Intro Vivus Trust. Please look it up. Do your research. Once you do your research on that trust, the living revocable trust, and you realize how powerful it is, that's another pothole filler. No talking in code or anything like that. Look up Intro Vivus Trust and verify everything I'm telling you, and then some with your own understanding. But most importantly, this is the most important. I just lied when I said that was the most important. No, this is the most important for as the living revocable trust. This is the most important factor right here, for real. And yes, I'm probably going to make this private. Actually, well, it all depends on what Thomas Legacy says. But this is real important. And you have to follow this, what I'm about to say. If you don't, it's all on you. I'm giving you information here that I live by to this day, and I live through to this day. That's why my remedy is coming the way it's coming to this day and all that. So don't take my word for it. I dare you to look it up. But the most important thing about this living revocable trust is it has no identifying number. None. I'm going to say it again. If you have a true living revocable trust, it has no identifying number. The only number that is used, which is not even used, is your social security number. But here's the key. Here's the key. Listen to what I'm about to tell you. It's only used for tax identification purposes only. I'm going to say it again because I know, with no disrespect, it went over some of you guys' head. I know it did. I'm sorry. I just know it did. A true living revocable trust, an intro vivus trust, has no identifying number associated with that trust in order for it to be a true living revocable trust. The only number that it has associated with it is the social security number, and that's only for tax identification purposes only. Look it up and save yourself. That's all I'm gonna say on that. Look it up and save yourself. Once you understand the true definition of intra vivos trust and understand the power that you have within that trust, understand, yes, that's the difference between an living revocable trust and 508c1a trust. Both are powerful in its own merits. Both are very powerful in its own merits. So I just hope I clarified that up and there's more clarity in the difference in what's going on with that. Because I know a lot of people had questions. I got a lot of that in email, so I wanted to clear that up. What else? Does anyone, I see the chat, does anyone have any questions for me or a comment? I also have the super chat going on if you want to leave a donation or whatnot. There is no minimum on it. I will read your comment or question aloud. If it's a business or whatever, I'll advertise that too. Just keep it clean. Even if it's a critique of what I'm doing, that's fine. I take critiques well, but that's going to, again, require a small donation, $1, the minimum, whatever. It doesn't matter. And that's the super chat. That's the little dollar sign down there. But other than that, I see the chat. Hi to everyone in the chat. What's going on? Does anyone have a question, though? Like I say, it's not a lot of people watching now, which is fine. We're going to be all right. But if you have a question or a statement that you would like to drop, that's fine, that I could address it. But in the meantime, how's everybody been doing? Hopefully with since the last time that I was here, I believe Thomas was on here and I was talking about and giving out some information prior to Thomas. So I'm hoping by now, if you guys do have trust, we're just going to talk about some information here. If you guys have a trust, we're just going to have an open conversation. If you have a trust, if you don't have a checking account open already, a trust account, I don't know what you're waiting on. If you're not living through the trust, far as what I mean by that, if you can't, now you don't have to show me, but I can show you. But if you don't have your utility bills or anything like that in the trust name, I don't know what you're doing. If you have life insurance or a pension or a 508 or a 501k, whatever, if you don't have the trust down as a beneficiary, I don't know what you're doing. To say you have a trust and you spent money or somebody gave you your trust and you went and you got it notarized and you don't know what you have, you're doing yourself a disservice. Hopefully you're not doing that. Hopefully you're utilizing the trust. Again, the bare basics. You should have a checking account with that trust. Your utilities should be in the trust name. Your checks from your job should be direct deposited into the trust name. There should be a letter on file with your trust file cabinet stating that you're donating based on what type of trust you have. But the trust I have, you're donating your trust, your finances, your income to the trust. You have a 2 or 3 sentence letter stating that's on file with the trust. A lot of basic things. But basic things that you should be doing, if not already. You should already have your fee schedule on the county record with your trust or the certificate of trust. It all depends on you and how and what information you have. That should be on the county record, which is not an actual notice, a constructive notice. There's 2 different types of notices. Actual and constructive. You should at least have that on the county. Basic things you should already have. Basic things you should already have that's already in place and in standing. and you should know how to live through that trust. So if you're living through that trust, here comes another hint. If you're living through that trust, when you're talking to the IRS, once you have your trust already set up the right proper way, you got to set up the right way. And when you're talking to the IRS, or when you're dealing with the IRS, you're dealing with them through, that's what it is. Wow. My bad. You're dealing with that through your trust. My apologies. My stupid butt forgot to send the link out to Thomas Legacy. If you're listening, Thomas, I'm about to send it to you now. My fault. Copy. Wow, that is ridiculous. My bad. Bear with me, you guys. I apologize. But I can multitask, hopefully. Those are the bare necessities that you should be doing. And I promise you, it won't feel like it, but once you get those, just the basic things set up and everything I just told you is basic. Once you get that set up, you won't notice the change, but if you do your studies, you will understand and you would start to notice the changes because you're going to be operating through the trust. You're going to get a slight pushback because they understand what that means. They just want to make sure if you understand what that means. And as you already know, just based on my true story, because you could definitely, that's why I like doing this. That's why I don't mind talking about stuff like this lifestyle, because you can honestly look at me again. You can use me as proof or testimony or whatever you want to. I mean, I've showed you everything, copy, paste, okay, and send. I've honestly showed you everything. I mean, literally showed you paperwork-wise and everything, websites, took you to my, even though it's all public record, took you to the websites to pull up the cases and things like that. I showed you my own personal private documents. By the way, I got another typical, I got it today, another typical 60-day letter. They need more time from the IRS. But if you remember the last time that we talked, I filled you in on the great conversation that I had with the IRS. Again, they're backed up still previously from COVID or whatnot, but far as what I've been sending in, far as the vouchers and other situations and whatnot, is there. It's there. I already gave my one testimony regarding one of the accounts on my credit report that I sent in a voucher with, the voucher and the contract, the lease. Again, let's go over the basics. There you go, coming there right on time. Again, the voucher is nothing. It's worthless by itself. It doesn't get its value until you attach something to it. If you do your research again, not to sound like a broken record, again. IRM. Yes, I know it's thick. I'm glad it's thick, because if you're serious about this, you're going to read it and you're going to find the right things that you need to find. It's going to lead you down other avenues and situations, but that's what you want. Trust me, it's all in there. That's just the beginning, but it's all in there. It's a great, great beginning with a lot of information. You could start and open your world with that, with what you already have. That's another big, what I call pothole filler. But it's more than a pothole filler. That sucker is like, woo, that sucker, it take up, you good. What's going on? You ready, Lamont? Okay, all right, okay. But does anybody, before I bring up Thomas Legacy, does anyone have any questions or a comment? You can leave it in the chat for me real quick before I bring up Mr. Legacy. Let me see here. Add to scene. Everybody okay? How's everybody doing? Everybody good? Again, but like I was saying before, okay, remove that. Before I was saying, hopefully you've been getting some things done. I don't know if you went as far as to call the IRS if you had some pressing things going on. Hopefully you called and you had the pertinent statements ready. and knowing what you was doing. Hopefully you got something done. Hopefully you did. But with that being said, here he is, Mr. Legacy. Lamont Thomas Legacy is in the building here. And let me see. Let me unmute your mic here. All right, there you go. How are you? Can you talk to me? What's the word? How your day been doing, man?
Oh man, it's been a very interesting day.
Interesting day. Okay. Is that okay? I got you. Yeah. I was hold on, let me put your information up here. I was I had a busy day too myself, but I did find time to tune in to your show that you had earlier, you know. Yeah, so yeah. That was crazy. Wow. But again, no surprises, unfortunately. It's not, but it is what it is. But with that being said, what's going on, man? Hopefully you have some good information for the people like you always do. Like you
Yeah,
always do, you know, or
yeah.
maybe just want to or maybe you just want to rehash on some things. But hey, the floor is yours, the floor is yours, my friend. The floor is yours.
Well, like I said, every day's a clean slate. Every day's a new beginning. So I just try to maximize every day,
Mm-hmm.
even when I don't feel like studying. And trust me, y'all, I don't feel like studying more times than I do.
Right. Yeah.
So
It's yeah. Yeah.
yeah. But besides that, of course, I had my live earlier, and to the point where I don't even look for stuff. Stuff just fall in my lap. So if it
Wow.
falls in my lap, it just falls in my lap. I get phone calls and phone calls and phone calls and phone calls,
Well,
just
listen. Well,
stories. I'm not gonna
I
get into
did.
detail, but I just, it's just you get to the point where it starts to get sad. Like,
It
okay,
is, and
it was
I honestly,
cool, yeah,
man, listen. And again, I know, but the truth is the truth. I don't like, but
yeah,
the truth is the truth. I get them same emails. I'm not going to I'm not going to
right,
disclose any
hmm
names or anything because that's private. But I have no reason to lie to the people, none whatsoever. I never have, and I never will. But it's unfortunate that I have individuals who are emailing me confirming what I've always said and thought that they honestly paid fiat $350 on a process and they haven't even returned. This man has not returned their phone call
nope,
at all. They're still waiting right now for the so-called second step. Hasn't even returned the phone call.
nope,
And I mean,
no email, no
and
nothing.
I'm not making this up. I can
Mm-mm.
honestly show the text and the email, which I'm definitely not. I could block out the name, anything, but at this point, I don't have to I don't have to show the proof because enough has been said. But it's just sad and unfortunate. That's why I probably I didn't even want to bring it up, but it's just sad because I'm still getting and feeling the repercussions of that, and it's unfortunate, especially
Yeah,
when thank God that I've been getting my remedy. I've moved on. Listen,
right,
and it's
right.
just so hopefully,
It,
hopefully
it's
those that are over there and no ill will, but hopefully those over there will see the light and know that the only way you're going to get your remedy is through real hard work and overstanding. You have to have an overstanding. You're not going to get it following the blind, unfortunately, without calling no names or slander or anything like that. But it's just the truth. You have to understand where you're getting your information from. You have to vet it. And if
yeah,
you choose to play in the mud, again, like I chose to, I had a reason because it was some diamonds and jewels that was being dropped over there every now and again. I'm not gonna lie. Yeah, and I fell for the okey doke on a few occasions. I'd be the first to admit that, most definitely. But overstanding, with my overstanding and when I know how to fund a trust, if there's more than one way to fund the trust, and now and then I'm going to turn it back over. But this is for the people that did go out and buy some silver. It's not a bad investment. And this is also for those who took that silver and you did send it into Fidel Tel. I did that. That's not a bad investment. There's nothing wrong with that. The silver is doing what it's doing. It's doing what the market is doing. I do believe it's going to fluctuate like it's doing, but it's going to surpass and go up. All that still stands true. That 1,000% bullshit is not. But with that being said, let's put it to the side. Let's be real. If you have your trust, and if you have my trust with the Schedule A, and the first thing on the Schedule A, it says 0.999 silver, that what funds that trust. I got 20 some ounces at Fidel. I just assigned 1 ounce to my trust, another ounce to my other trust, another ounce to my other trust, so on and so forth. You get what I'm saying? But you got to have understanding what I just said, people. If you have a true, real trust, like the trust that I have, and you have silver, this is one way to lawfully, not legally, lawfully, common law, equity. Here we go. I'm rolling now. I'm feeling myself. Equity. 1 bar, 1 ounce, which is $24 now. Well, it's probably less than that, but you get what I'm saying, rounding up, could fund your trust lawfully.
Yep.
And it's sitting in Fidelity lawfully. Yep. So that's how you could turn this mess around and don't live in a dream world, but live in reality. That's how you do it. Now, there's other ways that you could take that certificate of deposits. Oh, I've been doing some studying, and you could do some things with that, but I'm not going there. But it's not 1,000%. It's not. But do your own study. Do your study. You'll get it. But come on, Lamar, I don't want to go at it. But go ahead, talk to me.
But you know, that was just the main sale, because anybody normal with normal silver, the market dictates, the market rewards, the market punishes. But the key selling point was 1,000% interest. Listen, I would have jumped on it. 1,000% interest, cool. I get it.
I jumped on it like a mouse. Shit, I jumped out the window, as you say.
Even with the silver, right? Even with the silver. See, here's the thing. Even if you had Fidel Tel, right? Even if you had 20 ounces of silver, you could say, okay, I'm gonna take 10 ounces, okay, and I'm going to trade and buy stock with 10 ounce worth, so I can have a couple shares in this startup, couple shares here, couple shares there, couple shares. It's just only probably come up to like 50 to 100 shares, but you can play the market. And if the shares go up this day, you can go ahead, either cash out or say, let me take the interest. Let me take the interest off that, the proceeds off that, and let me go buy other shares. Go buy other shares, let it sit, let the play the market like that. Or you can find what's the commodity exchange rate for silver versus corn, versus apples, versus this. It may be an exchange rate that's profitable just for that 1 ounce of silver. And if you have that traded in that, then now you could issue your own futures contracts, your derivative contracts, and go right to the marketplace and say, hey, I got this 50 shares and I got 10 ounces of silver. The equivalent exchange value is about $5,000 in this. Okay. So what you can do is now issue a futures contract between you and another party, you, another one of your business, another trust, or you could take that to the bank and go ahead and liquidate. It's so many credit derivatives that you can do with that.
I like what you just said.
That right there is right. That right there is more feasible than waiting on 1,000%. Because that's a real way to play the market, though.
Yeah, it's one way, most definitely. It's definitely one way.
So,
it's definitely a way. But I definitely want the guys that's listening, if you did get the silver, again, if you're already sitting on silver, it's definitely not the ways. And also, too, like I was saying earlier regarding the trust, that's so important. Use that silver, use 1 ounce of silver to fund each one of your trusts. lawfully. And trust me, that goes a long way. And you actually have the commodity as well. Or if you understood and do your research on what I'm telling you, it's beautiful. That's the lawful side. And when they call on it, you got it, which they not, but you got it.
They never will.
It's that lawful side. You have to understand what's going on. You put anything else up under that silver on that Schedule A, and you assign it to where it's. Come on now. Again, not to sound like a commercial, I have the trust. You already know I have it. Come on now. Click on the QVR code. Once you get back there, hit the extra tab and pick up that trust, the private and the commercial, the one that has the EIN. Come on now. It's beautiful. It's back there. I don't have my living trust back there. I will put it back there. It's going to be a small donation as well. But again, everything that I offer, trust me, everything that I offer works with your overstanding. It works. And I'm not going to not pick up the phone. But I'm not going to do the work for you.
That one.
I'm not going to do the work for you. You already know how I roll. Come on now. What else you got for the people, man?
I
know you have a class coming up, don't you? You got a class coming up, don't you?
This Sunday is going to be the mortgage securitization, asset-backed securities, mortgage-backed securities class, where we're going to start from the whole mortgage process. Well, before we get there, we're going to break down the securitization process from when it became a big thing back in 1987 up to date, in which all the accounts receivables, meaning your monthly payments from a credit card, whatever it is being funneled and securitized to investors or the shareholders or the certificate holders. We're going to talk about that. We're going to talk about the process from a mortgage, from the time the investor banks fund the mortgage loan to the banks, and to the time you apply for a mortgage. So there's a lot of things that go down with a mortgage purchasing, people that get mortgages on their homes. Before you even fill out the application, there was a lot of transactions that already went through. They already went down. And these transactions and these agreements pretty much affect how the bank is going to deal with you regarding your mortgage. So having the understanding, the overstanding of what contracts and what agreements they entered into is going to give you more knowledge of how the banks deal with you and your mortgage, why you're the accommodation party, why you're the undisclosed third party investment and an indirect certificates holder to their master pooling and service agreement and prospectus.
All them terms sound familiar.
Yeah, all securities law. And I have a 7 series brokers that's part of my group, and his boss in the class that he's taken, he told me they're talking about that now as we speak, the behind the scenes of a mortgage transaction. He said they're talking about that now. And we're talking about these are 7 series securities brokers getting their license. These people that come from Harvard, Yale, have been in the banking industry, Merrill Lynch people. So they're coming to speak to them about it. And he was like, it's funny because you were talking about the same thing that these professional people are talking about, but when you go to these professional like seminars and stuff, they're only going to speak on one language, one way. If you don't know the terms, like they're not going to break a perspective down, a B52 perspectives, a master pooling service. They're not going to break it down. They're just going to use the term. But if you don't know the terms, you're kind of going to be like, what the hell?
You lost. Yeah, you're going to be lost.
The difference what we do is we actually still speak that language, the backdoor language, but on the layman's term, the average person can understand what it means, and it kind of gives you both sides of the word. both
Right.
sides of the situation. So
Right. You still there? We lost you.
everything
You
we do
still
is
there?
affected by securitization,
Oh yeah,
tax
you lost
implications,
for a minute.
credit recoupment implications, corporate liquidation implications. It's just a wide variety of liquidations and how you can go about achieving your remedy. I don't tell people this is your remedy, that's your remedy. You're going to do this, you're going to get it from this. I put all the information out in front of you so you can at least identify what your rights are. Once your rights are identified, then we can go into uh, uh, to how to enforce it because there's never any right or equities that's been placed on this earth without any means to what? Enforce it.
Mm-hmm.
So the problem that I see with a lot of people is they don't have enough, uh, I'm going to say enough uh, background, enough information available to them, enough experience to even enforce your remedies. Like with you in your situation, you had to enforce that.
Mm-hmm.
You laid it out on them. You been knew what it was. They knew, but you had to get it enforced.
Right.
So I want people to understand that just because you know your rights, know your equity, you know what this is, you know what that is, just because you know does not mean there's going to be an automatic waving of the white flag on their behalf.
Mm-hmm.
You got to get it enforced. I tell everybody, prepare like you're about to be in a dogfight. If you don't have to be in one, that's a plus. But always
Wow.
prepare like you're about to be in a dogfight with them. You don't have to, it's even better.
You know what
So the
though?
class, yep, go ahead.
Go ahead and please do
No,
not
go ahead.
lose don't lose your thought. I want to tie into what he said because it's ironic. I got a phone. I talked to an associate of mine today. So
Mm-hmm.
you people need to hear this. Remember the
Mm-hmm.
last time I was on, I made the plea at the end. And this is true. Go back and watch my last live. I made a plea at the end, and I was so serious. You could probably call it egotistical or whatever. When I was like, I'm him, and if you have a question, a true question,
Mm-hmm.
and if it's a true
Mm-hmm.
question, I'm going to answer it. But if it's
Mm-hmm.
not that right question, I'm not going to answer it. Now, when I tell you I
Mm-hmm.
had two individuals that
Mm-hmm.
reached out to me. Well, I'm going to say one is a friend because I use the word friend and associate very loosely. You got to be careful. So I will call this individual a friend. I won't use associate. We did some things. She called me and I gave her the basic answer, just the basic, not a template. People listen to me because this information that we have, whether it's coming from me or coming from Thomas or coming from whoever, if you're getting the right information from the right people for the most time, sometimes you do need a quote unquote template, sadly. But not the template in the form I'm talking about. But the majority, there is no template. There is none. It's just the information that you already had, that you already went through your experience. There is no template. There is none.
Mm-hmm.
So when this young lady called me and I gave her just a basic information, she took it upon herself to call the IRS because she knew what she was doing. I have no
Mm-hmm.
issue with giving her the basic information. Trust me, I don't give it to everybody. I'm letting you know that right now. You got to be a certain person. This person called, asked the right question. She showed herself approved. I'm
Mm-hmm.
like, boom, all you need is that pothole. Boom. And she ran. 3 days later, she called me today and she said something so beautiful that the IRS lady told her. And I'm going to share this with you guys because, again, I like giving out information. I like when people go out and they do their research and they come back and tell me.
Mm-hmm.
And I knew it was going to be some great news. Two things. One, here we go. When she made the phone call and made the right important statements, comments, and then led with their most important question, the answer was yes, it's there. Now you have no idea what the hell I'm talking about, but that's fine. But to the astute, just hear what I just said. She asked the question and the answer was, it was there. So with that being said, that's one.
Yep.
Number two,
Yes,
now
sir.
this ties into
Yes,
what
sir.
you were saying. Ties into what you were saying, Lamont. The lady told her. The lady told her, whatever you feel you are due or owed or whatever, explain yourself. I'm going to say it again because what I just said went over that. I'm sorry, I don't mean to belittle people, but it is what it is. I deal with facts. I'm sorry. Only a certain person or people is ready for what I just said. It's 15 people in here watching right now. It's not for every 15 one of y'all. Right now, you can get mad at me all you want. I don't care. It's the truth. If not, prove me wrong because I just said something powerful. I'm going to say it again. If you feel that you are owed or do whatever, explain yourself. Now, sometimes it's going to be easy. Sometimes they're going to push back like hell, like Thomas Legacy is saying right now. And it's true. But that statement that was told to my friend today that was so profound because I know it to be true. The whole conversation took place exactly like mine that took place. The words were slightly different, but the main things were the same. Put you on hold 5 to 7 minutes. Come back with that information once you pass the screening. Once you pass that screening with them right code words and phrases and whatnot, what can I answer for you? That's what they say. It's like that concierge just opens up. You got to ask the right questions now. You can't just, and they're not going to tell you what you don't ask.
Nope.
Sometimes they will. But if you asking that particular question, if you don't ask the question you really want, they're not going to tell you. And they looking at the answer. They looking dead at it. But if you don't ask them, and for the most part, I found this out too. They are under a non-disclosure agreement. They are. There's a lot of things they can't tell you. But there's a lot of things that you could tell them.
And
That's
the
all I'm saying.
IRM,
Go ahead.
and the IRM, they tell you, even the tax forms, explain your situation, attach supporting documents. So they give you a chance every time to state your claim. And the one thing that you have to understand about this situation, anything that we do, you have to let them know that you have an unrestricted right to claim to it. You let them know who you are. They know who you are. You got to let them know you have a right to it. You have a right to claim. And
big statement right there.
let
Big
them know,
statement right there.
let you know you have an unrestricted right to claim. And this is why the securitization with this whole world is going to tie into this class, because we talking massive hundreds of thousands worth of millions of our equitable titles and interest that's floating around to these investors that's rightfully ours. This is why the checks keep coming. I actually got another one on the way now for $300K. And this is from a certain form I filed with them because I proved to them I had an unrestricted right to claim. It took them 4 months, but it is what it is. And no, this is not going to show up on my transcript. It's not going to show up in files, not going to show up anything, because this is an off the books transaction. The IRS has 2 ledgers. One from the regular that we see, one that's behind the scenes. So anything that's done behind the scenes, it's not going to be a paper trail of it, because they don't want the mass public knowing that they really are a bank. And if you understand the congressional records, you got to remember, a lot of people, y'all got to stop coming to the IRS with your hands out, asking for something, and you not giving nothing in exchange. That's not how money is issued.
That part right there.
Give them something to give. You got to give them something to monetize in order for them to give you the fiat currency you looking for. You have to give them debt to monetize. They're not giving you nothing for free.
You just said something. I've been saying it too, but I get it. It sounds different. It sounds different coming from your mouth. It don't sound the same as when it come out my mouth. It don't sound, see, when I say you got to give something to get something, it don't sound the same as what you just said. But it's the same damn thing. Hopefully it ain't go over nobody's
Same
head.
thing.
Come on now.
Man.
Come on now.
And they pretty much tell you, what to do and tell you how to do it.
What they
Look
take,
at
all
this.
that.
But you have to, Otis, they have to understand this. If you don't study this monetary system, this currency system, how money is brought into creation, people do it every day of their lives that don't understand what they're doing. Money is brought into existence. Okay, let me illustrate something for y'all. Money is brought into existence in exchange for debt. We are the debt givers. We are the givers of debt.
Mm-hmm.
Without debt, there will be no need for a creditor.
Right.
So the mere fact that we are the givers of debt, we are automatically the what? Underlying creditor. And the reason why we are the creditor is evidence in the credit that you get from them, whether it's a loan or a line of credit, because you had to give a debt or promise to give a debt. That is the asset that they're looking for, because that asset that they have, the debt, allows them to create payment streams, derivative contracts, derivative securities, accounts receivables that they can sell. They can monetize that. They
All
don't
right.
have debt to monetize.
Okay. I want to listen. Wow.
Nobody speak too much again.
Yeah.
God damn it.
But
God damn it.
hold on. Okay, hold on. Whoa, hold on. Give me 1 second. Y'all can be mad at me all y'all won't. I need to play something real quick because he
Yes,
just
sir.
said something. I promise you, let me just play. Okay.
It ain't gonna work. The weapon may come, but it ain't gonna work. The weapon may fall, but it ain't gonna work. No. No weapon formed against me shall prosper. It won't work. No weapon formed against me shall prosper. No, it won't. No, it won't. It won't work. I want you to know God will do what He said He's gonna do. He will stand by His word. He will come through. No weapon formed against you. It may try, but it won't, it can't harm you. It won't work.
You guys may think there was a stunt or whatever, but I'm going to tell you right now, I'm going to look into the camera and I'm going to be totally honest with you. I did that on purpose. I'm not a religious person. I'm spiritual. I played that song on purpose because I wanted to probably for real what he just said, what this man just said to the astute, and I'm going to keep saying it, to the astute, because this is not for everybody. And I mean this, and hear my tone. What that man just told you freed you. And it came from him with an overstanding with what that man just said. He said it so smooth and so quick, like, zoom, zoom, zoom. He freed you with the information I've been dropping and the information you've been dropping since day one. And that statement he made before I played that song, he freed somebody. Now it's 15 people in here who heard that man say what he said. He just freed you. If you overstood, and I'm not acting, I'm not putting on a act or anything. I'm telling you the God honest truth. He just freed someone. Not everyone, because everyone is not meant to be freed. But he just freed someone. I promise you he did. That was a big pothole filler. He went way past, you got to give something to get something. Oh my, he just freed somebody. Now, I should end this right now.
Hold on 1 second. Hold on 1 second. Hold on. I don't mean to interrupt you on your.
No, I'm not. Go ahead. Go ahead. Boy.
Hey, JSQ Edwards. Hey, JSQ Edwards. You got something to say? Come up on here live. Show your proof and I show your proof. Get your broke ass out of here.
What's going on? Hold on. What's going on? What's going on? I ain't even reading the comments. Let me see. Let me see. What is he saying?
This dude, JSQ.
I don't even know this. Yeah. Man, listen. I don't even know this guy.
Get your bitch ass out of here. Get your clown ass out of here.
Listen, I'm going to tell you something.
Oh, does you want me to go flex on him right quick? Don't worry about that stuff. Let me go grab 25K right quick. Okay.
Dude, no, don't do that. Don't fall for that stuff. I don't care about that. Number one, he's gonna make my views.
It's for real over here.
First of all, he's gonna make my views go up. Two, I don't care what that is. I don't care. I show receipts over here. Period. I ain't lied on nothing. You ain't lied on nothing. So I'm not worried about it. Whoever
you know what?
This guy
I keep forgetting.
I don't care. Don't fall for that, man.
I keep forgetting. They so financially frustrated. I keep forgetting. And I'm gonna tell you like this. I don't want him in this live right here. I don't want to keep talking right here. Can you please remove him for me, please? That's a favor. Please get him out of here. As a favor to me. I don't even want to talk in front of him.
Let me see. I don't see. Let me see. I need to go into. I need to go on. Hold on. Because I promise you, I ain't even. But I get. Let me see if I can remove them. Let me go to my. Yeah. I got you.
JS.
Yeah, I promise you, I don't trip off that.
I know, but I don't want. I don't even want to talk in front of him or whoever this person is because
I got you. Let me see. Hold on. Give me a second because I want to even on. Give me 1 second.
Yeah, it's cool.
Hey, what up? Hey, what's up, you guys? We're not gonna let this drop the energy. We good. This comes with the territory, man. This comes with the territory. You know, it's probably part of the man. Come on, now you already know who it is. And even if it's not, I don't care. Who cares? Proof over here.
Probably financially frustrated. You know, one of them people. They probably got taken for their money and they mad because they see someone else.
Here's the truth. Here's the truth about it. It has to be someone I know for a fact has less than myself. Has to, because he wouldn't be watching, or he or she.
Right.
I'm pretty sure it's a male, but he wouldn't be watching little old me, who has less than 3,000 subscribers, who only average 12 people live. So whoever this guy is, I'm nobody special. Everything I said is public record. So I guarantee you it's someone who has nothing.
Yeah, you know that.
To show nothing because he's watching me. And I'm nobody. I'm some, don't get me wrong. I'm a king. I'm a boss. Don't get me wrong. But to him, he don't
I get what you're saying.
know me. So please.
Bro, listen, hold on. You got more than he ever got. You have a home. You have a clear free home. He don't even, he can't show no deed. He can't show a $250,000. He can't show $300K. He can't show nothing. He can't show a mortgage discharge. Can't show nothing. So
he can't get on the phone, y'all. He can't get on the phone to the IRS and make phone calls.
And talk that shit, right?
Man, I'm not even worried about that guy. But thank you for coming on here and let me see. Just thank you. Listen, JSQ. I'm going to remove you because I'm trying to find you. But until I remove you, I'm only doing this because he's requesting. But when he's not on here, I don't mind you coming up. I mean, not coming up on the live. I'm not going to do that. But you can come in the chat. I promise you, I don't care. But I'm going to dismiss you for this one, though. But give me, let me find it.
Might be still information.
Yeah, let me find it. Well, you know they're doing it anyway.
what I'm saying. I'd be surprised. You'd be surprised. You'd be surprised who he said. You'd be surprised who I am. Like I give a fuck. Like I give a fuck. I create my own wealth. That's what I do, bro. I create my own wealth.
All right, now let me see. Can I boom? Let me see.
Hold on, hold
now
on. No. Because I don't even want to make it about him. I don't even want to make it about him. Like we're moving. We can, but I think I think he thinks I'm bullshitting.
Well, listen.
He said, "I'm gonna run back to mid. I'm gonna run back to mid."
Okay, do this. Don't give no more information. But if you want to show your ass, show your ass. Let's make this show about showing your ass. I don't care. Do it.
Hold on.
Do it. But just don't give no more information because you gave enough. Trust me. When I say
I ain't gonna get no more. Right.
You gave enough for real. Because what you stated, that statement before I played that song was more than enough. And he didn't get it anyway. He didn't. So do your thing. But I don't even care. I'm not gonna remove you, man. I don't play them type of games. I'm not gonna remove you.
Nah. You ain't got remove. You ain't got remove. Let me show.
Yeah,
I was gonna pull out my IRS tax account right quick.
Go ahead. Do what you gotta do.
Matter of fact, it's on my community tab. Hey, JSQ, go on my community tab.
Now, JSQ.
Go on my community tab.
I don't mind. I'll drop the link in the chat and have you
come on.
Everything I ask you have to show your face. Show your face, and you can discuss or discredit whatever you feel needs to be discredited.
Yep.
But be a human being and show your face.
Yep.
You ready? I dropped the link.
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah, come
definitely dropped the link. Hold on.
Come up. I'm gonna run back to Midwest with this. Cool. Maybe you teach us something.
Using the link now. Show your face, and please keep it clean. Keep it clean. I have no problem. Let's go.
Based on what I said, based on the facts, no feelings.
Right.
We ain't got to get no personal shit. Won't be no all facts.
Contest. It won't be no yelling contest. It's gonna be all grown men or two men and a woman. Because I don't know what your sex is. But I guess we're gonna find out. But seriously, I have no problem with it. One thing about myself, this is a show me state. I don't run.
Yeah.
I don't run. So whatever you feel like we talking full, especially on my end, I got receipts on everything that I said.
I know.
Everything.
That's a fact. So I just want to get my latest tax account up. So so just in case people you BS and you capping, I just want to pull that up right quick. Ain't nothing but a cool $250,000. That ain't nothing new on $250,000.
Yeah, let's go on here. This what y'all want. Show the receipt, man. Sir.
Exactly.
I'm waiting on you to come up.
Exactly.
Sir or ma'am, I dropped the link in the chat. Please come up. We're gonna have an intelligent, grown conversation.
That's it. They not.
For real. We're not gonna be.
They just.
I'm an excellent moderator. If you get loud, you or the mic. I'm letting the mic know right now. I will mute the mic. And if you get rude, I'm gonna kick you off. I'm fair about it, but we're gonna have a fair exchange. So come on up, bro, or ma'am.
I
need the ratings. Come on, let's go.
Yeah,
I need the ratings. Come on, you said you got the receipts.
You got the receipts.
Okay, I'm done. See,
you see what I'm saying? It's someone that was over there that paid money. Hold on. Let me stay right quick. Let me stay right quick. Hold on, let me stay right quick. Before you do that, let me show him something right quick.
Okay.
Let me show him right quick.
Because I dropped the link. I don't like that. I dropped the link. Come on up. I dropped the link. I got time today.
See, I ain't gotta show you all.
You know what? Whoa, you know what?
He said, let me stay. Hold on, fuck that. Let me stay. Hold on. I don't know who the fuck. Yeah.
I know who that is. I think I could be wrong if I pop. I'm not gonna say the name because I might be wrong, but I think I know who that is. You know who that is.
I ain't give my address, right? Look. LAT, right? Hold on. It's IRS transcript. Just printed it off, right? That's LAT for the year 2023, December 31st, right? Now, you got some transaction codes on there. I don't need to see, but let me just fold this part right here. Let me just show you something. Talking about you and Midwest. Nah, that's Midwest.
Hey, bro.
No, hold on. Hey, bro. Look. Hey, bro. You see that? Hold on. 663, right? You see that? You see that negative 250K? Hold on.
He say show the voucher. Hey man, first of all, let's address the comment you made on me. Let's see.
Hold on. You see that? Before we get that, you see that, bro?
Hold on.
You see that 250K?
Hold on. I'll make it bigger. Hold on. I'm gonna make it bigger.
Make it bigger.
Go ahead.
Talking about show the voucher. You see that? You see that? Minus 250K? You see that? See that minus 250K? It's made tax payment. Refund freeze. I ain't filed. They ain't my 23 return ain't finished yet. That's 7 M's on that one. You see that 250K? You see that 250K? You see that? Now tell Midwest to show that. You see that? $250,000. Stop playing with me.
And
Stop playing with me.
let's address that statement you made about Otis, you broke. I guarantee you, I got more than you. I guarantee you that.
How can you call Midwest? Otis, how can anyone call you broke, bro? You have bargaining chips with the world. You can easily sell that home. You can sell the title. You can go get a loan for $100,000 right now if you wanted to tomorrow morning. I got the deed to my shit. They're like, okay, yeah, you get that $100,000. 200 if you need it.
That's why I'm not addressing that. You got to understand who we dealing with. And if you honestly think if you think fiat is the only form of money, then you're an idiot.
No, it's not even about the money. It's the fucking futures contracts, the accounts receivables, the futures where there's no money exchange. That's the value. The fair market value is the money. See, if you would have been cool, I'd have started going in deeper with that. But bet you don't owe it. Why it keep? Come on, that's not that reverse psychology shit don't work, bro. Man, you got an issue.
Dude, I'm not tripping off him, man. He just won't clout, and he's done. Now I asked you to come up here.
Hey, bro. Okay, I'm gonna drop out. I see what he's saying.
And then hold on for a second. And then you made an accusation that I robbed from the people again. Show the receipts, man. Show the receipts. But I'm not even worried about that. But I'm done with you. I'm going to let me see. I'm going to put you in timeout. I'm gonna put you in timeout for 24 hours. Bye-bye. Now I'm gonna give you a minute. I'm gonna give you 30 seconds to click on the link to come up. Be a man.
And come up there and talk to him, because I thought he was talking about me. I didn't know what the fuck he talking about.
So come on, Cass, because you know Midwest was robbing and you stayed. Oh my God, you know who this is? I'm gonna say your name, and I don't care about no slander.
Who is it?
That's what's his name? Gerard, bitch ass. That's Gerard. He sounds
Gerard.
That's Gerard.
The
dude from Hawaii.
Come on.
That's Gerard, bitch ass. Now, excuse
Gerard, why would you
apologize for calling you a bitch? I already know who you is. I can tell the way you text. You have no facts, man. Your ass in timeout. I know you boo it. Go surf somewhere. Damn, you done. You on timeout.
Gerard, why you doing that, bro?
Your ass down. And if it's not Gerard, I apologize. I really do. But that's Gerard. Or somebody that ain't got no.
Why are you doing that, bro? Gerard, why are you doing that, bro?
But it might not be Gerard, but I think it is though. But even if it is, it don't matter. It don't matter. He on timeout. He done. He on timeout for 24 hours. Mr. Otis, can you send me join link to your channel?
Come on,
I don't see it on here. Is it a private invite? No, the link is in the no. Oh, you mean to come up live on the stage? Star Queen?
She probably got an issue with me. Star Queen beefing with me. Star Queen, you cool? Star Queen Mary, you cool? You cool? You beefing with me, Star Queen? You still mad at me?
Man,
nobody. You ain't mad at me no more.
I'll say this.
Everything cool?
Nobody. I think if people are beefing with you, I believe it's honestly just due to a lack of misunderstanding of not knowing one demeanor and character and how one do business. That's all. And I mean, I think you just know nonsense, straight to the point. You know, I don't agree with everything you say, of course not. But for the most part, you know, for the way more than the most part, you know what the hell you're talking about. Again, it's not don't let the teacher, don't let the messenger get in the way of the message. Don't let the messenger get in the way of the message. That's all I'm gonna say. No, what you say? No, not live, to join the channel.
The
Oh,
channel.
to join the channel. I'm sorry.
The little member. I think she's trying to be a member. Might be
She
the little
should be
member
in the
thing.
member tab down there. Oh, matter of fact, just hit the join button. Just hit the join. It's a button that says join underneath all my videos. It says join. Yes, ma'am. It says join.
Okay, so I know about to go in that drawer and pull out a
But yeah,
Mickey. You know,
no,
everybody
no, no,
saying
no. But I ain't gonna lie.
I'm broke.
Listen,
I'm bullshit.
I'm glad he did that because it made the ratings go up a little bit. I had two more people join. That's fine, and he's probably going to come back in up another alias. You know how they do it. But seriously, that sound like Gerard.
But
Really
even if it was Gerard last time I was on here, bro, I thought the air was clear, bro. I was up here talking to clear the air, Gerard. I came next and cleared the air, bro. You know me. I'm not gonna be fucking with. I don't give a fuck who you are, Otis or anyone. I'm not gonna be fucking with no people that my morals and values and shit ain't that
Don't
I
be
don't
lying
fuck
up
with
with.
doing that goofy
Right.
shit. Yeah, I don't give a fuck who you are. I don't care how beneficial you are to me. I cut that shit off. But yeah, if it was Gerard, you crazy as hell for that one, bro. Like, come on, man, you crazy as hell for that one. If that was, because
Damn,
that even if it was, bro, we got
Start.
come on, man.
I
You don't do
apologize.
shit
Give
like
me one
that.
second. Go underneath one of my old videos then. Go under any old video. It should be a join button right underneath the video. Click join and you should be able to join for $5.99. Okay, but yeah, but
Now,
go ahead. Let's get back on point,
now
man.
but let's get back on track. Cause
Let's get
I
back
hope
on
that
track, man. Yeah.
I swear to God, I hope that wasn't Gerard. I'm gonna be honest with you.
Yeah, I hope, I
That
hope it
was
wasn't either,
crazy, bro.
but it
Yeah, I
sounds
hope it
like him
wasn't.
though. It sounds like him because
All right,
he sound
so
like he goes over the same talking points. Since I was there, I was culpable. I already said I was. I apologize. I
that's
couldn't
what
do
I'm
anything more.
saying. That's what I'm saying. Like, what the?
I didn't take
I don't get
anybody's
that.
money. No one gave me any
Yeah,
money. I never sold anything to anyone. Again, the offer still stands for the umpteenth time. $5,000 for anyone who will produce the trail of the video, which would be a trail, email, fax, transaction of the Zelle or the Cash App, PayPal, anything. Something you got something.
all
The
right.
file that I
I'm gonna
actually
put five to it. I'm gonna put five to
file
it.
that
Make
I
it 10
actually
grand.
sent you. If you could show that and produce that, I would give you $5,000. I mean
Make it
that from the
10. I'm
bottom
gonna
of my
put up
heart.
five two. I'm
And
gonna
no
put up
one has
five
ever
two.
produced it because it has never happened. It has never
Just
happened.
like just
Otis
like no
Drake
one
the
can to
third is the man
collect.
of his word. You tripping. Yes, I got hella videos and recordings, but they're mine in my possession.
Just
I ain't
like no
sold
one
nothing.
else came up to collect that 3,800 that could actively prescribe their remedy that it was Midwest was actively involved in. I still got that
Right.
3,800 in my drawer. Ain't
Yeah,
nobody
you
come
got that
collect that.
challenge out there too. You got that same challenge. First of all, a challenge across the board, not just mine. He got that, and I know he got it. He got the challenge out there. Anybody that could prove that their remedy worked by
Yeah.
Midwest for real proof, court case that was removed, all that proven, he got the cake for you.
I
Especially
got the
mine,
38.
since
Yeah.
everybody,
Yep.
not everybody, but since those who claim that he is the one that got me out of jail. Yeah, that's Gerard. I'm not saying Gerard. Yeah, that's Gerard that's looking at this old Texas, but he left up earlier. Yeah, that's his crazy ass.
Gerard,
Yeah,
you out
that's
of
his
pocket for
crazy
that one,
ass.
bro.
And what
You
he say?
shouldn't have
I
did that, bro.
cast no because I talk over people. Oh my god, man, but anyway, but yeah, man, I'm not worried about that. We
All
good.
right.
We
So
good. Let's get back
so
on point.
I want to read something to the people. Hey, I
Go ahead.
apologize if we kind of got off track, but it's like
You good? Get back on it.
I'm gonna be understanding that shit. All right. Uh, for some reason, what I wanted to print wasn't off. So let me just say this. This is from when you do studying and researching in the securities markets, the securities, the all that stuff that goes along with just the financial world and things of that nature. You really have to dig deep into the securities market, the trading desk. You got to dig deep into all that because all that plays a part in identifying where your interest goes, where your remedy goes, where your assets go, where your proceeds go. So, with that being said, I'm going to read something to y'all. According to the Federal Reserve Bank of New York staff reports, TBA trading and liquidity. Now, there's a market called a TBA market. And yes, the acronym stands for what you think it is, to be announced. Now, I'm about to read, this is coming from the Federal Reserve Bank itself. One thing about them is cut and dry. And the one thing, and I've spoken to the Federal Reserve Bank before, and they told me, and the dude told me, he said, I understand everything that you're saying. I understand exactly what you're trying to do. But if it's not coming up through a member bank, we cannot assist you. And I'm gonna be honest with you, you're gonna have a hard time getting them to present what you're saying to us. I'm just gonna tell you that. But if you present it through a member bank, we will get it done for you. You want to know how I know? Because I had my peoples call the Federal Reserve trying to get it's like several years back a bill of exchange process. And they asked, are you a sender? Now you know under 12 CFR part 210, the definition of a sender is a financial institution, the bank, or whatever.
Mhm.
So she played like she was a sender and they transferred. But once you got there, you had to enter an access code. Now, banks have an access code to the Federal Reserve. Once you put the access code in, it goes up to the electronic deposit, meaning they're going to take a picture of the BOE, scan it into their system. The Treasury is going to send the credit immediately. See what I'm saying?
Mm.
So the bank, yeah, but the banks is not going to allow us to get there. Nope. Not individuals. Nope. They won't do it. I talked to a manager and said, listen, I'm going to tell you this right now. I believe everything you're saying. It looks like you did your research. You know what I'm saying? You're coming in, you're well informed. Like you look, you know your stuff. But I'm gonna tell you like this: the back office, they're not gonna do it.
Right.
He said they're not gonna do it. He said they're not gonna do it. He said it's not even that it's illegal. But he's told me, looked at me, said, come on, you know how this game goes. That's what he said. That's what he
Right.
said. You know how this
Right.
game
I
goes.
believe you. I
Yeah,
believe
you know how
you.
this,
Yeah.
yeah, he's like,
Yeah.
you know how this game. Yeah, you know how,
Yeah.
I'm just
You get so close, but yeah. That's how it goes.
Right. And he
Yeah.
was like, I'm just a small fish in this. I can only do but so much for you, man.
Right.
You know, I tried a couple times. You said, but man, you might have to try another round. But I understand where you're coming from. There's a manager,
Mhm.
Spanish dude, manager at the bank. I understand what you're saying. You're absolutely right. I believe that all your information is correct, but you know, you're dealing with the big fish with that. And you already know how
Right.
the big fish don't like
Yeah.
little fish swimming in their pond. That's a fact. That's what
Yeah.
he said.
Most definitely.
So, and I respected that. I shook his hand. I respected that. I said, okay. I just got to find another avenue because walking straight through a door to a bank trying to do this, no. So, I want you to hear this. According to the Federal Reserve Bank of New York, staff reports TBA trading in liquidity in the agency MBS market by James Vickery, Joshua Wright, staff report number 468, August 2010. A less widely recognized feature is the existence of a liquid forward market for trading agency mortgage-backed securities out to a horizon of several months, meaning we initiate the deal now, but the details will be put off into the future. The liquidity of this market raises MBS prices and improves market functioning. It also helps mortgage lenders manage risk since it allows them to lock in a sales price for new loans or as even before those mortgages are originated. That's why you notice when you go get a house for 800,000, they say, nah, we'll give you 710,000 because there's already a contract already locked in where they got their interest rates and their prices and their fees locked in. The interest rates that you pay on the mortgage is already determined by the underlying forward sales contract. So the liquidity of this market raises MBS prices and improves market functioning. It also helps mortgage lenders manage risk since it allows them to lock in, and they got that in quotation marks, lock in sales prices for new loans as or even before those mortgages are originated, before you even fill out the application. The vast majority of agency mortgage-backed securities trading occurs in this forward market, meaning your mortgage contract is already being talked about before you even build up the credentials to even apply. That's where it initially starts at. So when people want to come, oh, I'm going to discharge the mortgage, you got to understand who the players are, the origination, and how deep this well goes, which is known as the TBA market. TBA stands for to be announced. In a TBA trade, the seller of mortgage-backed securities agrees on a sales price, but does not specify which particular securities will be delivered to the buyer on settlement day. Instead, only a few basic characteristics of the securities are agreed upon, such as the coupon rate and the face value of the bonds to be delivered. In a forward contract, the security and cash payment for that security are not exchanged until after the date on which the terms of the trade are contractually agreed upon. The date the trade is agreed upon is called the trade date. The date the cash and securities change hands is called the settlement date. The prospectus was created. The mortgage-backed securities rated and the investor's money was pledged and collected before the homeowner ever even applied for a loan. MBS investors, mortgage-backed securities, advance funds in a pre-funding agreement. Funds for mortgage loans remained in a trust awaiting a loan application which spelled out the borrower, and the property's data. This criteria was composed of credit scores, loan to value ratio, which determines how much equity risk a borrower had, area of the country the property was located in, etc., was then matched with the underlying criteria outlined in the MBS prospectus. So when you apply for a mortgage and you get denied, you think the bank is denying you. They don't give a shit if you get approved or not. It's really the investors who are really pulling the call, pulling the strings behind the scenes. And what I'm reading you is straight from lawyers. This is straight from bank officials.
Mm-hmm.
I got actual depositions of vice presidents of banks of Chase Manhattan. Now, it said it was then matched with the underlying criteria outlined in the mortgage-backed securities prospectus. When a match occurred, meaning, oh, okay, this fits the bill, the funds controlled by the so-called lender, but not produced by the lender, were then directed to purchase the loan. So basically, when your criteria matches the mortgage-backed securities prospectus and the underlying agreement, you'll get a congratulations, you've been approved for the mortgage. It's the investors telling the bank, okay, go ahead and purchase that loan from us. Go ahead and purchase that. All right, give them the money for that. Because they got to give you the money up front to buy the property and sign the closing. When you go to close, sign the promissory note, this, that, and the third. This creates their payment stream, their accounts receivables, is which they're after.
Mm-hmm.
No part of this they talking about a bank giving you a loan now. This is coming straight from the officials. This is coming from investment securities, investors. This is Wall Street right here. In a sworn testimony by expert securitization witness Near Garfield in a bankruptcy case, Tarantola, they got the case number, in Tucson, Arizona, this is what he said. The investor advanced the actual funds from which the financial product loan was funded. Assuming these investors that purchased asset-backed securities were those in which ownership of the loans were described with sufficient specificity. I'm sorry.
Yeah, I can't say that word either, but yeah,
Yeah,
Yeah, I get you, but we get
specificity.
it.
Yeah,
Trust me, we get
I'm
you.
sorry. Yes,
Yeah, we
because I
get you.
always get
Trust me.
tongue-tied with it. Specificity. All right.
Yeah, we know what it
In
means.
which, which ownership of the loans were described with sufficient specificity as to at least express the intent to convey ownership of the obligation, as evidenced by the promissory note and an interest of real property consisting of a security interest held by an entity that was described as the beneficiary of a trust created by an instrument entitled mortgage. So remember, those of you who was telling me your signature produces the credit. Your signature produces the credit. Your signature produces the credit. No, your signature created the trust. Remember, I told you it's two transactions going on. You thinking it's a currency transaction. My seller gets the money, the buyer gets the property. No, when you sign that promissory note and that mortgage, you have created a trust in which the mortgage-backed securities, the investor, is the beneficiary. You are the grantor. The bank is the trustee. But what people don't understand is that two transactions occur inside of one trust transaction, meaning you grant the bank legal title for the benefit of the investors. By operation of law, you get equitable title. So anytime the equity in the house goes up, anytime proceeds are generated from the property, you have an equitable right to share the proceeds. And when the value of your house goes up, why do you think the bank says, hey, you should refinance with us? Cash in on your equity. You can't cash in on your equity and refinance unless you hold equitable title. But there is no contract related to equitable title when you sign a mortgage, because it happens by operation of law. If you understand trust law, you are the beneficial owner of the proceeds and the assets and everything of value that procures from the property. So when they make a profit by selling them these mortgage-backed securities backed by your mortgage, you have a right to share in the proceeds. Does that mean, okay, since you made that money, all right, I don't got to pay no more? No. But you have a right to share the proceeds. So the bare minimum that you're going to get, you can structure a deal where you say, okay, every month I'm going to issue a debt equity swap, which is backed by my equitable interest in the proceeds, which you have withheld from me. See, that right there puts you in a better situation than thinking every time you go try to buy a home, it's going to be clear and free. You ain't got to do nothing. You ain't got to put no money down. It's just clear and free. Everything's a win. And so many people come to these spaces thinking every time you send something out, it's going to be 100% win. And the reason why they think it's going to be 100% win, because they have not done enough study or research, or whoever produced the product for them to purchase have not done enough study and research to identify multiple remedies when they present themselves. And the mere fact that even this trust was created by the mortgage instrument, you have to understand, you got to understand your rights and equities and have to express that from the beginning. Because if you let too much time go by, they're going to be like, what you talking about? And they got elaborate ways to railroad you, just like the IRS. They are the masters of deceptors. And when they got that bullseye on you, they know how to make your life a living hell. The 800-pound gorilla is real. And for those of you who've only been doing this for a year and already been sending documents out, not knowing what the hell you're doing, let me tell you this. Joseph Bannister, an ex-special agent with the IRS. He was in the FinCEN examination department. He started his career in accounting. He knows the accrual accounting method. He got his MBS, bachelor's. He got his highest degrees. When he got put on to this stuff here, was going on with the IRS related to the Constitution, before he brought his claims to his superiors, he still had to study for 2.5 years. And this is an IRS agent, because he said they do not teach us this in school. And he, IRS special agent, badge and gun IRS special agent, not the ones you talk to on the phone, the ones that, know how to read books, balance sheets, This individual still studied for 2.5 years, and he'd been working with them for 7 years until he ran across this information. And this back in the 90s. And what did they do to him when he brought this up to his superior? He said, "Hell, man, I don't think this is right." They said, "Okay, either you're gonna shut the fuck up and get back to work, or you're gonna resign." And when he resigned, he started to help other people, with their taxes, help them out. What did they do? They came after him and indicted him. He ended up
Wow.
beating the criminal counts. Yeah, he ended up beating the criminal counts, but he hit him with the civil penalties because he said the IRS has the railroad game down to a science. And the mere fact that he went against the grain, the IRS started coming after him just for exercising his fucking constitutional rights. Because he felt that what the IRS is doing is wrong, and this is outside the confines of the Constitution. And he brought it to his superiors because he was a God-fearing man. He believed in the Constitution. He didn't believe that, like, he felt bad about, like, he's pretty much lying to people, scamming people. And he brought it to them, and they say either you shut the fuck up or resign. This is the 800-pound gorilla that you deal with. That
Right.
250K I showed you, that wasn't 250K that came easy. They
Mm.
took it from me. I had to fight to get it back. Just ain't no quick, easy remedy. And just like some people in the group, I know I talked to you first, the whole conversation with you. All you wanted to talk about filling out this 1099 OID, 1099A. And I'm telling y'all gotta stop coming in these spaces with underlining situations that brought you here. If you're coming to this space, come to this space for the knowledge and understanding outside of what you may have going on in your personal life, because the IRS is not going to move any faster because you got a personal situation going on.
That
The,
part.
the
That
world
part.
is not going to move fast. The government's not going to move any faster. And y'all have to stop coming in here with a preconceived notion that just because you pay someone money, they're supposed to be God.
And when someone or something presents themselves and they show you and reveal to you who they are or how they operate, and that means entity and an individual, believe them. Perfect example. If you know for a fact, and it's been proven that the IRS is behind doing everything,
Yeah.
everything. And like he just said, and you're coming in, and I was there again, self-imposed,
Hmm.
didn't want to honor
Hmm.
my obligation. Got to look in the mirror. So let's keep it real. Majority of us are in these situations because we don't want to honor our obligation, which is that contract that is there that we signed. Yes, it was misconstrued, but a contract was signed nonetheless. You have to understand and recognize that. If you don't understand and recognize that, you're behind the eight ball, and you're coming in with the notions of trying to get a quick remedy, like I had done in the past. This is coming from experience. So what he's telling you and what I'm telling you to back and to confirm all the way up again, sometimes the majority of us, we're going to have to lose something before we gain something, i.e., a house. Don't wish it on anyone. Don't wish it on anyone. I was prepared. I was prepared. I don't wish it on anyone. Your car, if you're in this game, again, not trying to be funny, if you don't have a garage or somewhere safe, which is crazy, but it is what it is. You shouldn't be in this process because most likely you're going to get your car repoed slash stolen. So that's going to happen 9 times out of 10. If you're got a year or two in, that's it. It's going to happen because the paperwork moves slow. You can't force the IRS to move any faster. Yes, they're going to always blame it on something. COVID this, COVID that, oh this, oh that. And like you said, they're going to push back. But with all that great thing, with all the negative stuff that sounds like that we're saying, trust me, there's light at the end of the tunnel. We're just gonna always be
Yeah.
honest and upfront with you to let you know it's not as easy as everyone is making it out to be. I'm never gonna lie and tell you that. No, If you just new in this a year or two less, I'm telling you, you in for a long, you in for a ride.
Yeah.
You in,
Facts.
and
I'm
we being
telling you.
honest with you. You're not going to recognize
Yeah.
your remedy. You won't understand the
Yeah.
verbiage. And I'm just being
Yeah.
honest with you. This is not
Yeah.
for the beginning. This is not for the beginner. This information right now, for real, right now, the information that you're getting right now is not for the beginner. It's
Right.
not. Now, you will get your remedy, unlike what everybody may perceive to be not true, but not, again, I'm living proof. The remedy is there. It comes in all facets, shapes, and forms.
Yep.
It comes, oh my
Yep.
God. The remedy is
All
there.
shapes and sizes. Yep.
He
Yep.
shared with me
Are you
earlier.
going to?
Go ahead.
Oh yeah. Go ahead. No, go ahead. No, go ahead. No.
Yeah.
Finish. I'm sorry. Go ahead. Finish.
He shared with me earlier without giving no information because it's private of 3 separate remedies that individuals on his team had. All 3 separate remedies. All help 3 separate ways, totally different. But the remedy is there. And with that being said, my point is no templates. Information,
Nah.
they doing their own research, coming back to the table with a group, and they doing what they do,
Yep.
and they got their remedy. And all remedies took each one took a different
Time.
time frame. Each one.
No. It took like from 4 to 6 months after the research.
But the remedy
Yeah.
was gotten though. The remedy was gotten.
But it was
That's the
God.
beautiful
Yes.
thing.
Yeah. Oh, it was there.
Okay.
Yes.
Now,
So you
now-
have to be
now-
willing. You have to be willing to stick. You see, the problem is they know that most people are impatient. They want something now because we've been conditioned. If I give out money, I need something in return. Most people, when they give you money for a process, they're thinking, okay, I gave you $400. Okay, it should be done in 30 days. They're gonna start to be like, well, what happened? Why ain't it done yet? Why ain't it done yet? Not understanding that it could take anywhere from 90 days to 2-3 years to get your remedy.
And that's for real. No BS. That is so for real. I'm living proof of that. For real. No BS. But the remedy was gotten. The remedy was had.
It was gotten.
And that's the point. And recognize it. And it
Yep.
didn't come easy. You still had to recognize it. In some situations, court cases
Yep.
got to recognize it.
Yep.
IRS,
Yep.
you have
Yeah.
to ask the right
Yeah.
questions and make the right
Yep.
step. You get that. And they're not going to voluntarily give you any information that you don't ask. I know that for a fact.
Nope.
I know that for a fact because they're under. Now we all know it's common sense, and come on now, we should all know that they are under. Well, at least a certain amount of them within the IRS are under some type of non-disclosure. You know that they're just common sense.
Otis, let me tell you this. Otis. Let's say, please. Let's say, I'm gonna give you an example.
Okay.
They did your account and realized there was an overpayment on your account of 500 grand that you didn't know. They're going to say, this their policy. Notate the account that is worth 500 grand, but move the 500 grand into the general module. If he puts in a claim for 200 grand, only refund the 200 grand, not the other 5 that he's really due.
Yes. He just said something. That should fill somebody's power hole. That example should fill somebody's power hole. That's all I'm gonna say. Because you could take that same scenario, that same situation, and this is a perfect example of what I mean that you don't need a template. You got to understand what he just said was powerful, but you got to understand the key words, the phrases, what he just said. And if you missed it again, don't be upset. Don't be mad. It's being recorded. But just so you know, that phrase going dark is real. Or not necessarily going dark when I just stop talking about this, period. Won't even be talking about it, but you're still going to see my handsome face, but I won't be talking about this at all. It's going to be a lifestyle channel. It's going to be
all about,
Yep. That's what it's going to be. You're going to see me helping
Let me share something with you.
Doing stuff like that, but I would never talk about it. This is going to be the best I'm telling you right now.
You better get it now. They better get it now.
It's getting this, what you're getting right now. This is the best you're going to get. And it's free. We're not charging nothing. This is the best you're going to get right now with true proven facts, only for the astute. And for those that are not ready for it right now, it's going to be a recording. It's going to be archived. but I'm not
Otis.
exaggerating, and I'm not talking shit, and you know I'm not. Look at me, and I'm close.
Oh,
Action's already here, but
Otis.
I'm
I was
go.
in
Yeah, what's
Otis.
up, man?
I was in prison, bro, when the IRS sent this man a $38 million check.
You keep
I
sharing that
was
beautiful
sitting right
story,
there
but
in the
come on
law.
with it. I love hearing it.
I was in the law library and I seen that shit, man. And the the prison officials got so scared that they sent the check back to the IRS. And he wrote the IRS sent him a letter, and they said, when you are released from prison, you're going to use this account number and this routing number to make your payments and your
Wow.
purchases. They gave him his own account. Yep.
Yeah, and I believe
When
all that to be
when
true. Man, look at here.
facts. I looked at it. I looked at it.
I know
38
it's true.
million. I was a newbie at the time. I ain't have an idea. But you know what I did? It inspired me. I didn't like, well, what you do? Can I get a copy of what you did? Because I said, even me, I'm like, okay, I'm not even going to dare attempt it what he did. Because he had to know
Man,
his shit. I don't know shit. But there's some
right.
people out here that would get a template and then try that. Like, are you
Yeah.
serious? Hell
Yeah.
no. Because,
Just try
because
it
I'm
and
gonna
guess
tell
it. Yeah.
yeah, because I'm gonna tell you how this how vicious the IRS is. Otis, you may send something into the IRS. They may give you 220 grand. You may be like, here, bro, I'm gonna help you out. You may give me a copy. I may send something exactly similar for 180 grand. They'll accept yours, but deny mine. That's what they do. It's a
Mm-hmm.
case by case. Your publications is your template. Your study and research is your template. Your overstanding is your template. Your hours and dedication is your template. Because at the end of the day, there a template is only as a guidance, a guideline. But people want a template not in the real sense of what it means. They want a template so they can just fill in the blanks and get around that they know what takes time. And that's the overstanding. It takes
Right.
time to research. It's y'all seen what I did on my channel earlier, that master pooling service agreement, all that. They know it takes time. But most people look at that like, on a Friday night, I don't want to sit down in front of a computer. Saturday night, I don't want to sit down in front of a computer. I get off work. I don't want to put another hour in study. I'm tired. People want to do this only to the extent where they don't get uncomfortable. I call it comfortable remedy.
Mm-hmm.
They don't
Right.
want to invest any money because the average person, their value of this process and services are what they have in their bank account. If they got $500 to their name, they're only going to value this. You can't even put a price tag on it. They will only value this class at 130, 150. So not only do you want to pay someone to get around the research, you want to bargain on that. And that's why I say, if you think you're going to buy your way to a remedy, buy your way to success, you are in for a rude awakening with these people. Because one thing you got to understand, one thing you need to understand with this game, they are trained and designed to deceive you into thinking what you're doing is wrong. It doesn't
Mm-hmm.
exist. They are
That part. Yeah.
trained and they know one thing from the astute versus the unastute. The people that are astute, they're confident, they're ready to defend. The people who don't got it up here, it's always that inner lining doubt that they really don't believe it's going to happen anyway. And when they get met with one resistance, they, oh, listen, instead of being like, oh, hell no, let's go, let's defend it. That's the
People,
difference
you're
between people
going
who get
to
the
get
remedy.
pushback. You're going to
Yes.
get, especially from the
The more
IRS.
you know, the
Telling
more
you,
you know, the
the
more you
more
know, the more they
pushback.
push back.
Yes, and that's the truth for real. You will be on the phone with them. I'm not talking about whole time, but once you actually talk to the person you're supposed to talk to, if you're astute, you're going to be on the phone with them for at least a half an hour to an hour, and they're going to be playing games with you. You have to know to push back. They see, I'm letting you know right now without giving no information because I'll be a fool too, but just so you understand what's going on. It happened to me. It happened to
Happened to
two
me.
of my associates, well, one of my good friends and one of my associates. It happened to all three of us the same way. We're on the phone. We got past the screening. They denied what we were inquiring about for the first half an hour. That's what they do. But you have to stay persistent, true story, and know what you're talking about. Remember what I said earlier? If you believe or feel what you are owed or do or whatever to you is correct, stand on it. Remember what I said there earlier. So that's true. You have to stand on it more than once. They're going to push back. And guess what's going to happen? True story. Guess what's going to happen when you least expect it, when you think you're tired of pushing back because you're giving the same answer. You're not wavering if you're one of those ones because you got the publications or whatever in your hand, a copy of what you sent them, and you believe what you sent them, so you regurgitate it all over and you standing on it. And all of a sudden, without fail, oh, it's here. We see it. Now, the next level is what you do next. That's a whole nother level, which I know what to do next. That's why I'm giddy and still on cloud nine. That's a whole nother story. I'm about to say. Stop it.
Otis, I ain't gonna say that. I ain't gonna say that, Otis. I ain't gonna say that.
No. Cause that's something totally.
And but you know even more, when they don't even put it in your informed delivery, you check in the mail, and that motherfucker say Philadelphia, and you see that motherfucker check in the mail, just out of the blood. Oh.
Okay. Okay.
So dealing with the human factor, Kevin S. asks, so dealing with the human factor, so can a small part be a matter of whose desk your paperwork ends up on? Yes. Yes.
Yes. Yep. Most definitely.
Hell yeah, it matters who gets it.
Good question. Good question.
Yes, it does matter who gets it as well. If the wrong person get it, it may go on the yes.
And don't overcomplicate and overthink the situation. But yes, you are correct.
Yes, that's a fact. And so that's why this Sunday, this securitization mortgage class is so important, because it's still going to tie into the whole system as well. And it's going to tie into identifying your remedies. And this what I did. I said, you know what? I'm going to do a solid for everybody. We're not going to be like NW over there every time $350, $250, $550, $750, $850, $1,000. No. For those who really want to learn, who really want to understand, don't ask no questions about, okay, so in this video, are you going to show us how to fill out a form? No. No templates, no nothing. People hear me all. So if I pay this, you're going to show me how? No. That's what you're studying and research for.
And them
I don't even want them in my group.
No, the hell with them.
Don't ask no questions. No. I'm telling you what's going to be in it Sunday. The mortgage process, securitization, the asset-backed securities, the security systems, how it relates to your equitable interest, your equitable titles, and your credit, and what possibly you can do to get back in front of the horse. And I told everybody, straight up, to join this, to get the link on Zoom, I made it very friendly and fair this time. $50. That's it. $50. 50. I said this 50. Just pay for the link fee. Because I actually studied when I went live today. I took time out of my live because you see what I was doing. I was studying and researching the master plan. So I was doing all my research and getting my notes together, getting my itinerary together. So I'm not coming freestyling. I'm coming prepared for this. But let me tell you this. I sent my package off. It took me 6 months. And Otis, I'm going to give you a copy of that as well, so you can study your own. I sent that off to the escrow company. The escrow company called me the other day. And she is when you go to buy a home, the mortgage, that's like, they got to, once they open up your file, she's like the specialist that deals with it. She's kind of like your counselor on it all, you know what I'm saying? Make sure the documents, everything. She said, Thomas, according to let you know that the lawyers, they received it, they reviewed it, and they're processing your request. So I had my Fannie Mae contract, had my collateral security and my pre-funding offer submitted to them. So I can fund my own mortgage instead of having them fund it. So they're submitting the request now. The lawyer, it passed the lawyer's inspection. Okay. So the lawyer is presenting it to where it needs to go. She didn't give me any information where it needed to go. I didn't even ask.
Right.
I didn't
They
ask.
doing what they doing in the
That,
back office.
that, I don't care.
That's what you call
Okay.
private banking.
Yeah.
Trust
Private
me, I know
banking.
exactly
That's
what's going on. That's private
yeah,
banking.
that's exactly what that's exactly what I came in at. Yeah. Yep.
I
Oh,
know.
yeah.
That's
Yeah.
private bank. I know.
Yeah.
I know.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
I know
I put
exactly
that
what
hat
they're doing.
on.
Yeah.
Right. So
They're
the
going to
pre-fund.
get a launch to it. Trust me, I know exactly what they're doing.
Yep. They doing everything they need to do to go. Yeah. They doing their part. Okay. Because what I did was I'm just going no detail. I'm just give you some little parts that the value of the instrument was $3,500,000, but I only wanted $1,150,000 for the home. So what I did was I allocated the excess funds to them. Finance charge, this fee, closing fees, servicing fees. See that? Servicing fees, all of that. I treated it just like I would be locked in a 30-year mortgage. So I made sure the banks got paid, the investment banks got paid. So pretty much what they're going to do is they're going to take this to the bank, the investment bank. You know how they behind the scenes.
They're going.
Hey, they're gonna be like, all right, y'all know that 200 million y'all put up to fund these mortgages pre-funded. Give me 1.5 million in exchange for this instrument. That's all they're gonna do is exchange the instrument. Give me
Exactly. For real.
1.5. It's backed by obligations of the government. We've already did our research on it. Do this. They're not even gonna go to the government with it. All they're gonna do is take that instrument and issue derivative securities against it. Chop it up and sell it 9 times more. As you said, begin and process it. When the funds hit the escrow account, then I'm going to go back to the seller because it's still on the market for the home. So when I go meet with my realtor, because I put funds aside for her as well, she's getting a nice little piece of chunk out of this. So when I meet my realtor, when I go see the home, I'm not out there like most people do. They go get the contract for the sale, then run over there to hoping the IRS works on their behalf in 30 days, 45 days till they close. Then they blowing the phone up, getting all anxious. No, when I go see the home and view it for the last time with my realtor and bring my inspectors and the electrical people out there that really, do all that, I already got the 1 million, 1.5 million in the escrow. That's how you're supposed to do it.
Right, for sure.
Instead of getting the contract first and then hoping that the IRS work before the closing date. That's too much pressure, too much stress.
Yeah,
and
that's definitely one of the ways to do it. It's definitely one of the you definitely got that. Yeah, it's definitely one of the ways to do it. A good way to do it. It's definitely one of the ways to do it for sure.
Because I follow them. I follow how they do shit.
Yes,
they get the money up front before, then they go find the buyers. You know what I'm saying? So, but here's the flip side though. I told them if you do not approve this method, and I got to go through the traditional way because my credit score is nice, I can go to the traditional way. But I said this at closing, I need the mortgage loan file, the Schedule 1 file, the name of the person that purchased the mortgage, the name of the trustee of the trust, how many certificates were issued to get. Oh, I asked them all the questions we've seen in the master pool and service agreement to let me know. And guess what I put? So I can accurately report this amount as withholding of my credit to the IRS when I file my tax return.
Right. Gotcha. For sure. Good one. And I understood all that.
Yep.
I understood all that.
So they said, you know what? They said, you know what? Yeah, nah, let's. And it was 3.5 million. I'm only asking for 1.5 million. Now, if you listen to what I said earlier, you got to give them something to give you something.
Yeah, I hope y'all hearing what he's saying. Cause I hope he's I ain't gonna say. I hope you hearing what he's saying. Cause there's supposed to be some private stuff, but he ain't saying nothing too out the way. He ain't. But you ain't saying that crazy. You not trust. I wouldn't even let you say it, but you saying enough to whereas I know I'm hoping at least 3 to 4 people. I'm hoping for real. I'm hoping everybody y'all here got it. I'm not trying to be funny. I'm hoping.
Yeah.
I hope y'all
Yeah.
understand what he laid down. What I said a little earlier, but what he really, really laid down. If y'all put that together, and I'm telling you, no templates. No templates. It's just some stuff that you got to already have had some time in, unfortunately, unless you just really know what's going on, depending on your background. But unfortunately, I'm just being real with some of this, with a lot of this information that he's throwing out there, them jewels and them gems and the little stuff that I'm throwing out there. You got to you have to been out there already a little bit to understand to pick this up. Because again, this
Yeah.
and without no doubt you're going to get some pushback. You're going to, and you have to be strong enough for us foundational wise to know how to withstand that pushback. And it's not even hard. It's just a matter of, like he said, and he ain't lied yet, consistency. Being consistent with what you're doing. Being consistent.
Consistency.
For real.
Way of life, not a process.
I promise you, a lot of this stuff is consistency. Because like he said, again, living proof, a lot of it is they're hoping that you forget about it. Or you forget to do that last step, or out of sight, out of mind, since they stopped sending you correspondence, you just assuming it's all over with. Like perfect example.
Right.
Like perfect example. We'll be almost 2 hours here. I'm gonna go ahead and close it down in a minute.
Yes, sir. I'm gonna say one more thing before you close it down, though.
Okay, Bubba, I got you. I'm not gonna leave you hanging. How many people, since I've been talking about this, how many people have entities in default, truly administrative default, like I have, and know what to do with it?
I do.
How many people have entities in default, and you just need to do that next step to bang their head because they're already in default, but you have to know, that's if you did it. Then my point is, you have to know what you're doing and don't give up. Be persistent. And they're not going to tell you they're in default. But what I can tell you is this: if you stay persistent and you keep doing what you're supposed to do, they will have no choice but to realize and to acknowledge, not realize, they already realize it, but they will have no choice but to acknowledge they are in default based on your actions. But you have to do the correct actions to lock it all the way down. And it's not even hard. But a lot of you guys, you haven't even did the basic things. You have to do the basic things. If you send something to the IRS or whoever you send something to, they're going to ignore it. So how do you get them not to ignore it or to prove that they did ignore it? Administrative process by way of the notary. That's how. Period. And you got them by the cojones. And you just have to know. You have to know that. Certificate of service.
You said that.
Basic stuff.
It's funny that you say that because the dude that got that $38 million check from the IRS top was right there when I seen it. Because when in the feds, any prison, when they don't let them in the mail, they take a picture of it and let you know what they sent back. So he had that picture. So he was showing everybody like, yo. So what he did was he did a $100 million bill of exchange. He sent one to the IRS, sent one to the Treasury, Secret Service, FBI, sent all the way around. Ain't getting no response. So then he did a notarial protest.
You said the word. You said the phrase.
He went out fill it. He did a notarial protest. After he got that, and then he had his people doing it on the streets for him. Then he did the certificate of dishonor. So when he did a certificate of dishonor, he put the $100 million as withholding when he filed his tax return. About 4 months later, the IRS sent him a $38 million check in the mail.
Listen, I'm going to end this live right now because again, he just did it again. I shouldn't even said nothing to acknowledge that you just said it, but you just did it. Woo! No, you good.
Okay, but I want to leave this before I go because I want to shut up. I'm gonna shut up after this.
We done. I promise you we done because you just said it again. You just freed somebody again. And I'm hope the person that I'm okay. Well, the person wasn't me, so you good. You a grown man. It wasn't me.
And
Just so y'all know, the
but
person I'm talking to, it wasn't me. It wasn't me.
but
Mm.
but hey, listen, they can take that, put that together, do whatever they want to do. But I will say this: I was in transit with Bernie Madoff. I was in
Mm-hmm.
transit with Bernie Madoff. He was on his way to North Carolina Butner to the medical prison. I was on my way to Big Sandy in Kentucky. In the transit, it's really a transit center. Really, the airplane pulls up to the transit center. So when you get off the airplane, you're really walking into the prison. It's a prison, but it's not. It's just a transit center where you in transit. Everybody going to different prison, just a meetup spot. So I was there for 2 weeks. Bernie Madoff was there for a week. Okay, he really ate. Watch TV. New Yorker. He a true New Yorker. Hey, yo, what's up? How you doing? You know what I'm saying? He one of those. Like, he a true New Yorker. And I used to sit there and talk to him every day. I said, Bernie Madoff, how much money have you seen at one time? I just asked him
Mm-hmm.
he's like me, seen like cash one time, I'm managing. Yeah, how much did you about 30 billion. I said, good God Almighty. So he started teaching class, and one thing he said this, yo, learn securitization. When you learn securitization, you learn the banks. When you learn how the banks work, that's when you win.
Mm.
I'm gonna leave y'all with that. He said, learn securitization. When you learn securitizations, you learn the banks. When you learn the banks, that's when you win.
That's true.
And
Sound
look,
effect.
I didn't put
Yeah, for real.
and listen, and I didn't put no money down when I sent that to the escrow. And the lady, the escrow, the specialist, the coordinator, she's the coordinator, that's her name. She called me. Said, Mr. Thomas, want to let you know we received the documents and the lawyers, they received it as well, and we're processing your request.
Mm.
So,
Hey, listen. Right now,
that's all I gotta say.
hey, I don't even know what to say because he just broke it down. He ain't break it down, but he broke it down. I said he broke it down for real. If you tie in the last thing he just said, tie in to what he said in the middle, tie in to what I said, put all that together. Oh my, he basically said it for real. Yeah, we're gonna have to. Yeah, okay. I don't even know what to say on this point. His information
Sunday,
is at the bottom.
Otis.
Yeah. Wow. I don't know.
But
Wow.
if you want to, it's 50. It's 50. It's 50 for you to Otis. Nah. But it's gonna be Sunday. Gonna be Sunday. Probably have between mid afternoon, evening. Bring your
Mhm.
friends. Bring your family. Bring everyone. It's $50 per person. Listen, y'all need to be there for this, for the securitization, because the securitization is going to tie right back to your trust. If you got a trust set up, it's going to tie it, because now you can officially liquidate assets into your trust, do the resolution liquidation. And when a trust comes with a claim, that's a bigger claim than just a regular individual or proxy. When you're coming
Say
through
that.
the trust with a claim,
Say
woo!
that. That part. That's why I've been trying to tell them today on research. See, I'm not gonna. I'm
And
going to lead you to the water, but I'm not gonna make you
yeah,
drink it or force you to drink it. But
and
all
you
the information I'm telling
you
you,
transfer
woo, yeah,
you
okay.
transfer your equitable titles to the trust, all your
Mm,
assets, your titles, because remember, property is your equitable interest. And then the IRS says it's income when it's due and payable to you. So all that fucking income that you can potentially retrieve from this financial securities world, and all of that is, what do they call it? I produced the capital asset. They never paid us. That is a capital loss. Deductions out their ass. You go be tax free. You ain't even got to file a status correction. I'm tax free. I ain't pay no taxes yet. Shit. All
mm,
I did was just take the deductions and the depreciations that they give you. They give you the shit to not pay
mm.
taxes. That's what I said.
Okay.
Why y'all sending? You ain't got to send no tax commitment for the IRS. They give you so many deductions and depreciations. It's crazy.
Right. And plus, based on I'm
So,
finna go there, but yeah, we already okay. Secret Service come on about it though. Anyway, I ain't finna go there.
oh, oh,
But yeah,
oh, oh, oh.
but also,
By the way, that little story about the Secret Service coming to, come on now,
oh man, listen,
NW's house, that was not his story. That was Unc's story that he stole. The Secret Service never seen him. The Secret Service never visited him. And I also got a video, a phone recording that I'm dropping tomorrow against two people that have been real close to that situation over there. And they're going to give you insight of everything I've been saying. These are two people. He called me today and said, listen, I don't want nothing from you. I just want to tell you about him. I've been around him in 2 years. No people this, no people that he did this. And actually called someone, and she got on the phone too, and she confirmed everything. And she told me her story with him. I will be releasing that recording, and it's going to be a bombshell, what they told me today.
well, if you guys I'm trying not to but if you want to go to Thomas Legacy YouTube channel, he had a nice little live today where he went into detail on some situations regarding that. And he, like you said, he has the actual recordings and things like that he's going to be releasing. Again, it's just unfortunate, but I'm glad the truth is finally coming out so people can move forward and to get on with their lives and to get real things done. It's still some juvenile things going on. Like it's so funny to me. Which again, I promise I'm not tripping off of it because we're in two different lanes, but it still fails to amazes me that every time, not every time, but 90% of the time when I go live, he go lives. He's actually live now. It's just funny, which is no big deal, but it's just funny to me because again, I could care less, but it's just and there's no coincidence, but it's just so funny. But yeah, he managed to have.
Amen, West.
Hold on, he has time to go live, but he doesn't have time to call people back that's been calling him. But anyway, I digress. But yeah, I was gonna ask you, did you have anything to show?
West.
I guess, man, get on.
Hey, man, West. Hey, go 10 piece for you, man, West. Hey, man, West, I got a 10 clip for you.
Man, stop it. Whatever. Hey, but listen, I appreciate you, man. I appreciate
yes, sir.
you. I really do. Again, his information is at the bottom as usual. His Gmail, his YouTube, and his phone number. A man is worthy of his hire. This next class is only $50. Trust me, it's worth it. Even if you're not ready to even use it right now, it's still worth it to have it in your repertoire. So, but yeah, but I appreciate you. Yeah, one more last thing.
Yeah. What I want to say is, Otis, keep doing your thing.
Oh yeah,
keep doing your thing, Otis. You with the trust, and that's why I say I need to talk to you because
we'll talk. I got you.
The way you have your trust structure, if you don't get it, like I'm not saying this child to do, I'm being dead serious. Otis's trust is put together like a lawyer put it together. Want to know why? Because I had my attorney review the trust he gave me.
What?
Said, hey, looks good to me.
What you supposed to?
I didn't want to tell you this earlier. I wanted to tell you this. Did I tell you this earlier? You didn't even know. You didn't even tell you that. Nope. I wanted to get live to say this. One of my final remarks. I had an attorney review it.
Mm-hmm.
He said, hey, it looks good to me. I'm seeing, probably a couple of little words I would have changed up, but that's those attorney want to use the legalese.
That's attorney, right. Yeah. For sure. I appreciate that.
He said, but I actually had an attorney review the trust. The trust is legit, y'all. You know, I'm not even going to use no shit if it ain't legit. I'm using Otis's trust.
And I appreciate you saying that.
It's legit.
And you sure didn't have to, but I appreciate you saying that because I don't need no testimonies. I already know what it's doing. I'm not even worried about it, but I appreciate that though. I really, really do. I appreciate that. And also too, for those that if you have the real, but if you do get it from me, You could take the whole trust to the bank. No certificate of trust, the trust itself. If the bank turn it down, you should be happy because they know what you have. Just keep going until the bank accepts it. Go to somewhere until they accept it. You might have to go to 4 or 5 different banks. I told you my story. Don't get discouraged. And and I didn't ask for that testimony. He tell you the truth. It's good. This is a
Hey,
I'm not
Otis,
but
Otis,
yeah.
can I tell you a couple banks that does straight trust transactions style? I ain't gonna say it live. I'm gonna tell you first, and you could tell your people when you get consultations, you can let them know as well.
Okay. Yeah, I appreciate that. Most definitely, yeah.
So you can add that to your, you know what I'm saying, let them know, because I know quite a few that does them.
Right.
But you
Yeah, but I'm being
come
honest with you
in
though.
with the
And I want the people, go ahead. And I appreciate what you're gonna tell me, but I'm being honest with you. And the people know this, and I'm being serious. I'm not in the market. Yes, I have them available. My trust and my living revocable trust. I have them available. But I'm telling you right now, I advertise, but not like that. I've only been doing this for the last couple of months. You guys know that. In the next couple of months, I'm not going to be doing it anymore because I will have no reason to.
Oh, that check coming for you, Otis. I know that motherfucker on his way.
Hey man, stop telling my business, bro.
My fault.
Telling my business. All right, no, I'm just fucking with you, but you know what I'm saying?
Hey, Bo, me and you, we gonna take a picture. We gonna take a picture.
Man, come on,
we
bro.
gonna take a picture.
You
gonna hold your check. You gonna hold your check. I'm gonna hold my check. We gonna take a picture like this.
No, I ain't gonna do that. I'm gonna let my actions speak for me. I know you like to have fun, but I'm gonna let my actions and my surroundings speak for me. I'm gonna still do what I said I was gonna do because I verbally said it. I'm gonna help the people. I'm gonna go out. I'm gonna do what I do. But it's gonna be a vlog. You're gonna see it. I can't be sitting on here, behind here. I got to be out.
Oh, and
for sure.
And for Christmas this year, for Christmas this year, I'm holding a raffle. I'm letting everybody know, and I'm gonna hold a joint broadcast with you. It's going to be $100 to get into this raffle. I get $100 in this raffle. I'm going to fund, and the only people that you could pay the $100, and ain't even gotta be you that need the assistance. It could be $100 for your family, your wife, your girl. I'm discharging one major bill for whoever wins the raffle, whether it's a mortgage, whether you're behind, whether it's a car note, or rather if you want to go purchase a home. That's what I'm going to do for free for this raffle. And you never know. I may just pop up and say, man, first person who texts my phone, whatever, I'm gonna discharge. So I do that shit all the time. But this Christmas and this is gonna be gifts and prizes all year going on. And I'm telling you, look at my community tab. I know how to discharge a mortgage. I got the actual results.
Yeah. You got receipts on that. 2024 again. But yeah, you have it. You good? Hey.
Yeah. Hey. Sunday, y'all. Email me if you want. It's just $50, y'all. $50.
Yes, his information at the bottom. Call him. His email, his YouTube, and his phone number. His assistant will take care of you. It's down there.
They're gonna take care of it.
Yeah.
All right, Otis. Hey,
yes,
Sunday. Hey, don't forget. We got to talk.
We good, bro. Ain't no football on. We good. Call me. We good. We good,
Let's
bro.
Chicken, man. Let's get this chicken, man. Hey, listen. We millionaires this year. We millionaires 2024.
It's already done, bro. I already got the phone call. It's already done. Good.
Millionaires. All right, bro. Hey,
I'll see you Sunday.
Yes, sir. All right, y'all. Y'all be good, man. Continue. Study research, y'all.
Study research. Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. All right.
Hey, you guys, we still here. We about to get up out there in a minute, but yeah, I appreciate Thomas' legacy. Most definitely, he came by. When I tell you, and I'm serious, listen. Every time this man comes through here, I'm not forced, but I have to move his videos over to members only because he always drops something that for real is not really for the public. I don't care if you don't believe in that, but it's the truth. Some things are just not made for the public consumptions. It's not. It's not that we're hating or anything like that, but come on. We all been around. Most of us been around long enough to know that if you tell too many people some information, especially before you get it done yourself, which is the wrong thing to do, now you have ill-informed and uninformed individuals calling up agencies and entities which they're thinking they're doing the right thing, but they're not. And they're messing it up for you. That's how it always happens. And then they change the system in some form or fashion, and it sets you back for another 2, 3, 4, 5 years. That's how it happens. Since I've been in this journey, started again 2015, I've only seen one, on paper, one, and it was from City Chase Bank. I saw it. It was a discharge of a mortgage. I saw it in black and white. I saw the paperwork. I saw the notarial process that it took to do it. I saw that the individual started this from the offset. That's the only discharge of a mortgage that I've seen by way of the accepted for value process. And that was back in between 17 and 18. I saw it. And I wish I had those documents to prove it, but the individual who I was friends with at the time, he has them. And I never got a copy of them, but I wish I did. But I'm just telling you that to let you know things change. And the truth is the truth. And if you heard my phone calls, okay, I see you, cuz it was 2017. Thanks, cuz. I see you. I appreciate that. And if you heard my recordings from the IRS that I had, which I made private in the members only, you heard the conversation. I can't make the conversations up. So the truth is the truth. And basically, most importantly, what I gained this week and last week, the knowledge, especially last week, personally talking to the IRS again, a whole nother department. I'm not going to go there again. Listen to the last live. I'm not going to. But listen to this live. Lamont broke down he didn't break it down, but he broke it down enough to know that for the astute, the process is right there. He filled some potholes. I know I feel some potholes. I know you need a trust or a proxy, preferably a trust. Come on now. You need that. You need it. Don't care who you get it from, but you need that. Okay? Based on the information that this man dropped tonight, oh my God. In order to get something, you have to give something. He already gave you an example of what that something might be. Oh my God, he told you. I wouldn't even say that, not on here, but he said it. I'm not gonna cut it out, but I'm gonna let it slide because he didn't break it all the way down. But to the astute, you got it. You free as that thing. You free. To the astute, I promise you are. And you're gonna feel exactly the way I feel. You're gonna feel exactly the way, I'm gonna say it again, like I always end my shows, for the most part, like I ended my last show. If you call me with the right question or email me with the right question or the right statement, and trust me, it's far and few between. And for the record, only 2 people took me up on it, and those 2 people, I'm batting 1,000, they were the ones because they already had their road paved. I'm not lying to you. They already been in the mud. Already. Not to say no names, no nothing. One individual already got a check from the IRS. They were asked to send it back. Thank God that they did. When she made the phone call to me, thank God I was able to fill that pothole for her. All I said was one thing, and she knew exactly what I was talking about, and she took off. Made the phone call herself, called me back 3 days later. It's there. Now we got to do the next part. I'm not even gonna go there. You ain't even ready. I'm sorry, and it is what it is. I wouldn't dare do that. Again, like I said, you can hate it all you want. You won't find me hanging from a tree with a Navy SEAL not claiming I committed suicide. No. Allegedly, it happened here in St. Louis, a whole nother situation. But yeah, you know, they make people disappear. I got myself signed to my own non-disclosure agreement. But I'm telling you enough to know, ain't no secrets, ain't no tiptoeing on no eggshells. If you know, you know. It ain't no secret. He already told you. And what I said was powerful. If the IRS, if you believe and feel what you're doing is right and accurate, and you feel that you are old, what you say you are old, and you feel that way, stand on it. Those are the nice words. They said it much nicer. I'm putting a little sauce on it, but it was much nicer and pleasant. A female voice. It was real pleasant. Just present it. If you feel that you deserve what you say you deserve, just stand on it, present it. It wasn't no attitude. It wasn't being presumptuous. It wasn't being sarcastic. She was serious. She was helping because we got past that screening with the pertinent questions and the statements and things like that. For real, I'm not making this up. I can't make it no plainer, no simpler than what I'm telling you. Again, if it was for everyone would be doing this and the world would not be the world. It's not meant for everyone. I'm sorry, it's not. I wish and I hope that the 12 people that's here, because a few people left, that's fine. I'm hoping you're getting this. I'm hoping you're getting this. I'm hoping you're getting it. Whoo! Please rewind this video. I'm not going to make it members only. I should, but I'm not. Rewind this video. Pick up on the things that he was saying. Pick up the things that I was saying. I'm begging you. It's not a secret. Get this information and run with it. Change your life. Hit the like button, please. Subscribe to the channel. Hit the QVR code if you want to donate and support the show by buying your man a cup of coffee. And also, if you need the trust, you can get anybody trust. But if you would like the trust that I have, click on the QVR code, hit the extra tab. My trust is back there. I will have the living revocable trust added back there within the next 24 to 48 hours. I will have that available as well. Trust me. I don't care who trust you use, but you're gonna need them, and I have them available. It's up to you. But with that being said, I will come back. What's the day? Thursday. I don't know if I'll be back tomorrow. I might do a Friday night live. I don't know. No, today Wednesday. I'm sorry. Thank you, wifey. Today Wednesday. Come give me a kiss, babe. You're not gonna do it. Come give me a kiss. Come on, babe. Come give me some sugar, please. Come on. I got to go. Come here.
No, tell him back, 'cause I'm not.
Come give me a kiss, and I'm gonna come here.
No, I'm not.
That's when I get this money. I'm leaving your motherfucking ass.
No, you're not.
Come give me a kiss.
No.
Until next time, you guys. I'll holla.
OtisWho. Music.
Ain't nobody coming to see you, Otis.